So sorry for this disheveled look here. I've been on a retreat for 2 days, working with a group of entrepreneurs that I'm a member of, and I took a liberty not to shave, as you can tell. So here I am in Chicago, and I'm back at work. A couple of meetings tomorrow, flying back home, getting ready for Thanksgiving, and I am leaving this retreat just really on fire. And I want to tell you why, because I think it is an important realization that can help you and your business and your career. If you have seen any of my talks or attended any of our workshops, you know that we often talk about that there is one of 5 macro shifts that are undergoing in the area of organization, particularly for-profit organizations. One of them is to be good. So the idea here in Be Good is that we are evolving into the next era or level or concept of corporate social responsibility. We're moving away from a world in which corporations exist to generate shareholder value, and when they have enough profits, then it's okay to give them away. That's the old world. And we're moving now into a new world which says that you don't have to choose. That if you do want to maximize shareholder value, and if you take a long-term view, the right thing to do, the smart thing to do, the strategic thing to do is to ensure that your growth is good for the world. And when your growth is good for the world, then there's no resistance to your growth. It's not about making money and then giving some of it away. It is about recognizing that the two are the same when you take a long-term perspective. Now, why am I so energized about this? Is that I've been talking about this for a number of years. And I honestly, if I'm really honest, we haven't been living it ourselves at Outthinker. And the reason is that we haven't really had the guts to look at really aligning our purpose behind our work. And we got to do that this weekend. Or at least I got to do that this weekend. And I looked at, if our growth is good for the world, what is the good that we're creating? Now, we train people to think differently about their businesses. And when they think differently, they see possibilities, they see strategies, they see breakthroughs, they see disruptions. Those disruptions then are implemented, and it generates a lot of revenue. And we've been judging ourselves by the revenue that generates, and our methodologies work. Now, marry that idea with the idea that corporations now become a force for good if they are to survive. And you put those together and something magical happens, because we're helping people think differently about their businesses. Those businesses are doing good. And so we get to, through our introduction of concepts and frameworks and training and tools and thinking, through that we get to impact the world. And we do that through for-profit corporations. And so what our big goal is, and I haven't fully articulated this succinctly, so I might change this later a little bit. I'll tweak it, but our goal is that through our work we are going to solve, or at least have a major role in solving, one of humankind's greatest challenges. And when I'm talking about challenges, I'm talking about hunger. I'm talking about poverty. I'm talking about access to water. I'm talking about environmental degradation. And that idea is has me really on fire right now. And it gives me a sense of clarity and purpose that really wakes up my energy. And so I encourage you to look at that for what you are doing, for the business you are building, for the business you are leading, for the strategy that you are designing. Are you really moving away from, yeah, it would be nice if we do good, but we'll do that if we make money, to really owning that you don't choose? What is the good that your growth creates in the world? Can you make that explicit? And when you do, clarity, purpose, passion will appear.